basically say, yo, I am the supervisor. Get me your manager. As a matter of fact, get me over to corporate. You know what I mean? What them on corporate, bro? Like, welcome to the New Revolution podcast. My name is Karlington Barrett alongside
Chris Gibbon.
and welcome to episode 4.
Episode 4, guys. Episode 4.
I tell you, we're in it for the long run.
Absolutely.
Man, it's still hot, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. We're rocking some of our, jerseys.
Old jerseys.
Yeah, from back in the days. EBL basketball league. Big up that team here. Big up on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, definitely great to be back here. Episode 4. I feel this nice feeling each time we make a new episode. It's like I'm enjoying the journey. Definitely enjoying the journey.
Yep. And it's gonna get better. I'm sure that it will get better, and it will always get better going forward. But yeah, pretty much. So how was your day today, huh?
It was a great day. Passed an old workplace of mine today.
Interesting.
Call center.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Call center.
Yeah, I would say we worked at a call center for at least a few years in our lives.
Yep. If I should try to calculate though, I've never stayed in a call center environment for a straight year, a specific call center for a year. I don't do that.
Yeah, same thing. So basically add up the months until you can. For me, I think it's 3 years when you have partial months.
Oh, 3. For me, I think it's about. If I'm not lying, I think it's about 2 years and 4 months, I believe. I think I revolved around 2 companies for the most part. Yeah.
What 2 companies?
2 companies, AT&T and Amazon. Started off with Amazon first, and at one point I had an opportunity to work at both AT&T and Amazon at the same time.
Yeah, man, working for a call center is definitely a stressful thing, bro. Like being the last call center I was at, there was this particular lady who told me that she's been here for 25 years. I was like, what?
25.
How do you manage 25 years in a call center company? Because I barely can make it past 3 months.
Oh, I guess it has to do with some of the environment. Yeah, I think it has to do with an environment, because I can recall Amazon, for example. Amazon for me is chill. It's a good vibe for me at Amazon in all different departments, because I guess being at Amazon, I think you get an opportunity to be of service in a sense while working.
Yeah, I worked for Amazon as well, and I would say they're the best that I've worked with for the main reason that, you can actually help. I think the call centers that the stress comes from is the ones that it's very difficult to help customers.
Yeah. So just the thought of that, what you just mentioned, not being able to help, and your job description is actually you trying to help the customer, resolve that customer issue. So I guess not being able to help a customer pretty much would then know psychologically play on your head, play on you, because I guess that's what's up for you.
Yeah, because definitely your core objectives is customer service, you know, it must be something that you can do to assist. I mean, yo, like my old call center was a perfect example of, you know, that, you know, there was nothing that I could do, bro, like to help these customers. It's like what would I say? It's like Flow in a way.
Flow?
Yeah, you know, they provide internet and TV services and stuff like that, phone. So it's like, you know, customers would call in, yo, my bill increased, what can you do for me, right? There's nothing that I can do. But I think they had, we worked at that same call center, right?
Yeah.
Were you able to apply the $5 credit? Did you get that option?
I think twice.
Twice.
I've been there, I think twice, pretty much. But
oh, you wouldn't get the option to apply. I think
I
it was
actually
before they actually changed the $5 credit.
we had to ask. We had to ask a supervisor or somebody to apply because I think the system was giving you the option too, where you have to get a little clearance or something. I think at that time. But the call center experience for me, it was cool. I had some bad moments, yes, you know, and the bad moments is pretty much from an organizational aspect, and as well, not being able to assist the customers, as in the service that you're selling is frankly poor.
Yeah, that's definitely the last place I work, bro.
Yeah, very frankly poor. I mean, it's so poor. You know what you're selling is so poor that you yourself wouldn't buy what you're selling. You know, and of course, as we know that as a call center agent, we even if you're wrong, you go strong around. You know, even if you don't know what you're saying, you go say it so confidently that the person believe, and even you believe. You get what I'm saying? And there's pretty much nothing that, you know, one can do in such a situation. So, you know, imagine selling a product that you know won't help. Imagine selling internet. You work from home and you sell internet. We can't make you work from home. And I mean, other option is there. Better internet provider is there, but your main objective is to sell the product.
I ain't telling them that. It's the best internet on earth.
So you know, that is a factor that would kind of make your experience. And for sure though, like some people who experience the call center for the first time and went to that specific call center probably may view it as the last call center ever for them. Some people get a first-hand experience and had the worst for the first part, but there are some cool call centers that are there, and you can actually make some money and change your life.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I think Vista Print is a good call center, as well as Centerfield and
I have a Centerfield in Montego Bay, and you have one in Kingston.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, pretty much. Like, what's one of your biggest takeaway though from working within that environment?
Takeaway? I mean positively or?
Yeah, both positively and negatively. Well, let's start with the positive first.
Yeah, definitely the first thing I would look forward to when working at a call center is definitely meeting new people, like training batch. Majority are friends that we have right now. From people who are usually in a training batch. You know, starting back from like first call center I worked for, I think it was Xerox, worked for Amazon. I met a lot of people. I met Shaquille Robinson, still my friend to this day. Shamar Cummings, a whole lot of people that to this day, still link with them. So each call center I go, there's a set of people from my training batch that definitely remain friends with. Kemar, I met at Centerfield. Alex, a whole lot of people.
Sure.
Each call center that I go to, there's definitely some form of relationship. Even my last call center, good friends with Shanice Williams, Matty Baker, a whole lot of people,
True.
Yeah. So that's definitely one takeaway. That's possibly the only. Because even when I'm there and I'm going through all the stress and things, let's say I want to resign, and majority of the time, the friends that we meet at call center, I'm going to resign early, isn't it?
Interesting.
Basically, that. So, because even before, some of my friends them resign, and I say, yo, my time soon, it's like a celebration, like they want to say, yo, hurry up and resign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the negative now. What are some of the negative experiences that you encountered over the period?
Negative, it would definitely be from a customer perspective. You have customers calling in. Even when you tell them that you can't solve them problem, they want you to bring the moon to earth or whatever. So definitely customer related. You can't solve them problem, they want to talk to your supervisor. Is me, all them stuff there. So that's the only negative, part of it. Unless, it's a call center where you're not making much money, then that would definitely throw off the whole thing. But other than that, definitely the long hours, it's specifically a 9 to 5, some of them basically 9 hours you work for, so that's the only negative, customers and the long hours, stuff like that.
Oh, cool. Interesting. Positive experience from my end. I think I had a number of positive experience. I would relate to what you make mention of the friendships. Yeah. Over the period of time, pretty much we did actually get some good friends throughout the journey. For sure. Lifelong friends. Some of them became lifelong friends.
Yeah.
Indeed. And Triselle Miller, big up yourself. Ed Rye, big up yourself. From, Shauna K, still, yeah, and many more people that became lifelong friends. I had some memorable moment at Amazon. There was this time when I was working at Centerfield and Amazon at the same time, and I tell you, Amazon for me, I give more of real life experiences with my customers. You call me over your day, we talk. We talk while I'm sorting out your issue. We're having a conversation, right? Because I mastered the system. But I'm not sure that back then I was young. I was in a marching band. Every Wednesday we used to visit Carnival and Conquest in Montego Bay, Freeport. And there was this lady. She called for a refund and. Sorted out the refund and was just having a conversation. Hey, you ever been in Jamaica before? And she was telling me about it. Yeah, she took the Carnival cruise, and I said, really? What year was it? And she said a year. Within that time, I was, every Wednesday I was attending. I was at the cruise ship. Pretty much performing with the marching band. And I asked her if she recalled, seeing a band there, and she said yes, and I was giving her, pulling back some memories, pretty much. And that call, the entire center took about 2,000 calls that day, and that call came down and ranked number one in the entire, center. Is it, and I was acknowledged for it, and just by building rapport, solving the problem, and all of that. So that for me was a win. I had different moments talking to customers just the same, solving them problems, having that same conversation, and even I can remember this cool lady, Paula, until today's. God, I forget her name, bro. She called. I couldn't actually fix her phone line, and we just was having some conversation. And that lady said something to me, bro. That changed my entire life. That lady spoke a word. She was actually a minister. And I was super patient with her. My customers always say, yo, you have the patience of Job, But the lady said, there is a nation in you. She said, there is a nation in you, Christopher. And that was a memorable moment.
Moments that were so very spiritual. Yeah. I can recall working at Amazon where I got a call and where's my package? As a matter of fact, I've been on this code for about 45 minutes. I can't get to nobody. So it's like I check the tracking and everything. Realize the man thing delivered as it. So I'm asking him to remind me the address. Where how it delivered to. So when him tell me the address is completely a whole different thing I see from my system, right? So I say, I'm seeing here where it's delivered at so and so. And I say, really? I'm only hear the man just bust through the front door where I start running. I hear a dog run down the man, dog jump over about 3 fence. And then the boss finally, I don't know if somebody had him set it up for deliver for. Boss say, oh, I got my package, thank you. I don't know whether I could do some thieving things that was doing it. But definitely some crazy moments. There was a time where I spoke with a NASA director.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I spoke with also another billionaire. So she said, I don't know, but based on information that she gave me, she said I must Google it. And basically she check out, so yeah, when I up on the call, she said she about to board a private jet. And I can actually hear like she at the airport, so I said, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, but in terms of like some of the perks, like, cause working at a call center, for me, definitely for me, there's a lot of things that I do, which I would say is unethical to the call center system, like policies that we break and stuff like that. Break practices, cutting off calls and stuff like that. So, yeah, I have a few friends, me myself, disconnected a few calls and stuff like that. Because, person in the years I cuss, basically, I didn't want to come off your line, bro. More time than one supervisor and everything there. You see one of my bridging them, basically, get a supervisor call and the boss, like, basically say, yo, I am the supervisor. Get me your manager. As a matter of fact, get me over to corporate. You know what I mean? What them on corporate, bro? Like, corporate not gonna fix the issue for you, bro.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
It's crazy.
I guess it's culture.
So you know where you used to drop calls and stuff like that?
Not really. Only to an extent. Once you're working in a call center, you are going to experience dropping a call here and there. I used to hate bill calls. Is the many call anything to bill too tough? And me check the bill 1 and 2 times, 3 times. Can't find. Go to your soup. Still no resolution. Best believe, the call they get dropped,
Yeah, I used to have this thing as well, like, if them call me, right? And that's a pretty...
Don't judge guys, because it happens.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who works at a call center must do this at least once, bro. Like, you get a call and you know you can't help them, right? We are pretend as if you are doing something. So it's like, but just put the microphone close to the keyboard and you know, type, make them hear that and I say, yes ma'am, I'm working on this for you right now.
True.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
those are good perks of work. I used to like resolve a customer issue and for example they call in for a package and you will find the package and everything, you know, but just to make it seems as if you're going the extra mile, you know, I tell him, listen, I'm gonna place you on a hold for about a minute or two. I'm gonna run upstairs. I'm gonna check, you know, the storage area to see what's happening. You know, call the UPS and get back to you. You know,
it's storage something upstairs.
yeah, it's just a tactic, just to show us, yo, we actually,
yeah, I did that before, like, you know,
so
sometimes in the marks for like supervisor, we put them for a hold and we come back and start breathe hard like, okay, I just, give me a moment, give me a moment, I'm trying to catch my breath. I just ran down to my supervisor, he's right down there, and you know, unfortunately, you know, we're not able to do that, but listen to me, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to follow up with you. I'm going to call them back. Bro. But, yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, but, some gems that you would share to, especially younger persons that are a part of the call center. What are some of the things that you'd say to somebody that is just going into the environment, be it they're just leaving high school or be it they're just graduating college?
Well, in terms of that, right, I would say if you have a passion for customer service, first of all, then that's your cue, you can go into that field. Most of us go to call center just for like a quick opportunity, you know. So instead of being, you know, staying home, you can get the desired job that you would want. You know, you can just get a call center job tomorrow. You can just walk into an interview to get a job by, you know, the next couple of days. So if you're into customer service, that's your passion, you can handle the stresses that come with call center, then go ahead. There's definitely careers, like you can move from a representative to a supervisor to a manager. So
Quality analyst.
yeah, if you're into that type of stuff, then go ahead. But you know, if you have bigger goals and stuff like that, then you know, you can definitely just go there for a short period of time, make as much money as you can. Don't get caught up, as that's one of the biggest problems, where if you have your own dreams and stuff like that, sometimes you get so caught up in the call center system where you stop work by your own dreams and stuff like that. So definitely, if you have your dreams and stuff where you're working on, you know that when you go there, you have to set your goal like, yo, we have to leave by X, Y, and Z month. You know, you can't, once you go over that month, you'll 2, 3, 5 months pass and you're still working in a call center, you're going to get trapped. Definitely, you're going to get trapped. So, that's
interesting. So layman's term, guys, you have a goal. There are instances when you jump into a call center and you know, so, alright, I want to make X amount of money by X time. You make X amount of money by X time, but at the same breath, you're still there. You know, you get caught up with, you know, what's happening, probably the money just the same. And there and then that dream that you have, you put your dream on pause to eventually be building somebody else's dream pretty much. So you want to try to remember that, right? Yeah,
work for your dreams, definitely, bro. Because last call center I worked for, you know, I was projected, because it was Corona time, so there were jobs laying off people, so it was very hard to get a job. I wasn't expected to be there for that such a long period, you know. But the Corona thing was, drawn out, you know, it wasn't getting better, so I ended up staying there longer than I should. But, you know, there was some health situation, guys, where I'm an athlete, right? Never ever have I had any complications with high blood pressure. I have high blood pressure in the last month that I was there, you know, so that's what basically like triggered something for me, like, yo, I gotta get out of here because this definitely has stressed me. Definitely I mess up my diet and stuff like that. Because you know you work at a call center, you have to grab some fast food or something like that. Start put on weight, stuff like that, you know. So, yeah.
Interesting. And you mentioned that as well. I would say, yo, bring food to work. Sometimes that is, you know, way less expense on your pocket in a sense, because you don't have to be buying food every day, you know, and these foods cost like $500-600 per day, right? As well, you spoke about mental health as well. Yo, I would say protect your mental health. You understand? Your mental health is important. Money can't buy what your health, you know, so to speak. And mind you, working at certain call center environment don't really give a rat's much in regarding your health as an agent, you understand? So you have to optimally ensure that your mental health is absolutely a-okay. And the moment your mental and your physical health starts to be affected, I say that's your cue, you know, leave the environment. Right? Don't, because of money, your health is at a disadvantage. Right?
Because I mean, if something's supposed to happen to you, God forbid, replace it tomorrow. Quick interview process for a new person. Just forget boy, just like that. So
right.
put yourself first, yo.
For persons that are new, well, fresh out of high school, you know, certain things that you definitely will need going into the call center, and some nuggets just the same. You know, read up on the company. You know, read up on the company. Some regular and most frequent interview questions like, "Hey, tell me a little about yourself. What you know about the company? Why should we hire you? You know,
why should I allow you to hire me?"
Right? And even ask questions just the same. That's another.
Call center.
What?
Why should I allow you to hire me?
Interesting. Well, yeah, you know, stuff like those. Sell yourself, right? And even if you're going into a sales department, recently I started to say to myself, if I want somebody to even join a team that I'm a part of and I'm doing marketing, first question I'm going to ask you, or the first thing that I'm going to ask you to do, is to sell me a pen. You know, and if you can sell me a pen, you know, we're going to be on the same team.
Yeah, I remember I did an interview with a sales company, and the same question, sell me this pen. And I was like, yo, this pen is very exclusive, you know, even Donald Trump and Obama uses this pen, and the interviewer was like, you're not saying. I know right away once we see him smile, I know I say, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, but for me, tricks and tactics, and me normally, I would you know, probe you, you know, how often do you use a pen, what type of job you do, you know, and stuff like those. That's a little win as well, in pitching, you know, and knowing how best you can actually rebut your customer in the event that, hey, you know, the pen is too expensive. I mean, I totally understand, you know, I totally understand, but look at it this way, you know, if you purchase this pen at this rate, no, you are saving X amount of money for the number of months that you'd actually be repurchasing a pen. You know, when you can actually purchase this pen for at least $10 and you have it for the next 1.5 years, so to speak, just for argument's sake at this moment. You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, tips and tricks that absolutely works. Listen to your customers, guys. As call center agents, those little cues. I call it ammunition gathering. Listen for the baby a ball. Listen for a kid in the background. Listen for stuff. Dog a bark. Those little stuff. Pretty much strike conversations.
Oh, is that a dog?
Yeah.
I have one too. I wouldn't have a dog.
Yeah. And my favorite dog conversation that really works, I had an experience once where, I had 5 puppies, and I named those puppies off that series Empire. I had Cookie, Lucian, Andre, Lucius, yeah, Lucius, Betty, and 2 others.
Yeah, that's what I
And
know about the series of the whole gay thing.
Empire, like, you have to bring up for Empire. Every new movie these days, I have them farmer shenanigans. But anyways, yeah. So my dog experiences, I had personal experience with dogs being dead, and those pups were like family. You imagine you get home and your pups them rush out upon you, and you feed your pups, you build that little bond with your pets, and to come home and realize that your neighbor them poison your dog. Jeez, the worst feeling ever, G. So that experience it alone I use anytime I bring up dog conversation, my dog and first of all I will say, my dog died last week, and I'm telling you, I felt so bad. Those dogs were like family, and you just try that conversation right there and then. So it's awesome. I would encourage as well, check out the company, right? Check out the incentive structure. How much your money you can make at X time for incentive of caps. What else? How soon you can actually get a promotion. Check out the environment, get some feedback from the persons that are actually working within the environment. Trust me, there are some environment that you don't need to work. Me nah bash no really, but you have options. There's a number of options there, and where life can be easier for you, where you can actually meet your goal than say, alright, you have a specific call center where they actually underpay you, where you're doing so much and you get such a little bit of money, where you can actually go somewhere else, do pretty much less and make more money. You understand? Than staying somewhere that you're killing off yourself and you're barely making any money. So do your research on the company. Yeah. Do your research on the company. And your mental health, bro. Mental health.
But yeah, for people who are gonna go into the call center industry for the first time, it's a great experience. You're gonna meet a lot of new people and stuff like that. So if you're not a people person, then that's gonna be a problem. Because people are gonna want to talk to you. When we go in the call center, I'm always quiet, like when I talk to nobody. And people always come up to me and know me as the quiet youth. And everybody can attest to that, but definitely have to be a people person, because people are going to socialize with you in a very stressful environment.
Yep. But yeah, it has its positives. You can make your money, guys. You can have a living. I can attest to that. I had moments where I made money. I won't say, but money is there to be made. You have to make up your mind to want to make those goals. Set your objectives, work towards your objectives. That helps. That pretty much helps. And just stay focused. Learn your products, learn your services, knowledge won't kill you, right? It's best. It's always good to be knowledgeable about whatever you're selling, and yeah, all together. Yeah, so win-win. So win-win.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good convo on the whole call center thing. Definitely don't want to go back there. But for those who are going into it, it's a good journey. You won't regret it, meeting new people and stuff like that. So,
and trust me,
discourage anybody from going to a call center.
And there, of course, there's going to be a time of your life when, of course, you, the person that is working in a call center, would want a change of environment. You understand? More so if you have been jumping from one call center to the next and to the next. And a problem that I've seen with our young people is that same thing. They be jumping from one call center to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. You understand? With no proper growth and development, since you just want to say, alright, hey, X place I pay how much money an hour, alright, I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna jump over there, and after 2-3 months, nothing substantial, nothing beneficial really come from it, and you spend your time actually, I don't know,
25-year pass.
and you're just there in the environment. So, and as well, you don't make work stop you from grow, don't make work stop you from getting your education, continuing your education if you had plans to go back to school. You never know, the center can always be shut down. You can, the clients them can always pull an account, you understand?
I only live once, guys. So if you look on it, the thing about corporate jobs is that the whole narrative is that leave high school, you start working on a corporate job, and you look 30-40 years out of your life gone, boom, retirement, probably money we have save up for pension or retirement. You're not gonna live certain life, so definitely work towards the dream, because when you're 60, you don't want to do no other call center work and stuff like that.
You don't really have elderly people, so to speak. You don't really do we find some elderly folks in the environment pretty much. It's mainly young people. So yeah guys, so those are some of our experiences, some of the nuggets that we shared pretty much was certain stuff that we encountered throughout the period, and can share some light onto that. So be more, do more, excel, right? Grow. I can't express that any further. Don't you at the call center, don't just be an agent all the day of life. Become a team lead, transition, do QA, be a quality analyst, do something, improve. Right? There's opportunities to grow there, so just take advantage of that while it lasts. And always remember, life doesn't end there. Life doesn't end there, so get up, show up, establish yourself, and make it happen.
If they ask you a supervisor, you are the supervisor.
So trying to remember a slogan by Amazon. It said something about happy. Work hard, make history, and shoot. And I guess be happy. That's what I remember. But work hard, make history, and be happy.
So you love that place. They remember the slogan.
Yeah, it was a vibe. Well, you guys. So see you next time. Here on episode 5, coming soon to you on our channel. So if you haven't yet subscribed,
definitely please subscribe. It's free. Can't stress that enough. It'll definitely help grow our channel. As we mentioned before, We're in this for the long run, so you know, definitely welcome to the movement. If you're new, welcome to the podcast. Stick around, and we definitely got a lot of welcome to the movement. It's gonna be a great journey. Definitely looking forward to seeing you guys. And we're